Hello, my name is Johan Falk. I'm a math and physics teacher in Stockholm, Sweden, and this is the beta 4 version of StudentMatrix 3, which I want to show you, display some progress that has been made, particularly when it comes to installing and setting up StudentMatrix. I want to thank Lars Arvidsson here in Sweden for nudging me in this direction because it was really necessary, and also want to send thanks to Bjorn Barent and Andrew Stillman for G-class folders and similar frameworks for these ideas with install steps, because that's kind of nice to understand. Okay, so when you have a fresh StudentMatrix beta 4, then you will get these menu entries, but also another install menu entry here. If you click that one, you'll get some information saying that this is StudentMatrix, this is what it can do. And in order to decide what you want to do, you want to install, well, enable or disable some plugins. And if you have read this, you might think you want to click this, show the list of plugins, and then you do that. I probably will get an error message. No, I still have some problems working these UI applications, but yeah. Okay, so here are a list of modules. Here's a list of modules and a list of plugins. And you can see some of them are required, some of them are optional, and you can turn on or off the ones you want or do not want. And my idea is that you should be able to insert scripts and download new plugins and modules for StudentMatrix eventually. Well, I'm just going to leave everything on. Save. And now you have a second item here, set up columns. And it tells you that you'll need to have some columns in your main sheet, main workbook, what you want to call it. And these depends on what kind of plugins and modules you're using. But if you click here, the necessary columns will be set up. So click, and you'll get column headers here. It also said in that text that you can go into settings. Well, let's actually look at that later on. And then eventually you want to add students. We have a third step here. And this is just instructions for adding students to the sheet here, student name, a student email, and then some words about this process column, which is kind of useful. Got it? And then you have a fourth step here. Check the settings, because there might be some things you want to change, and here's obviously not finished. So show me the settings. Yeah, okay, so here's an error. Nice. And here are the settings for StudentMatrix provided by the plugins. And you can, for example, have a student sheet set up where you select a template. If you want to have a matrix template that you copy for your students, you can do that here. Let's cancel. And you can have, well, a lot of things here. Kind of interesting is this main sheet settings. Here you can choose which order you want different columns in, and you can also say that two info pieces should use the same column and things like that. You can select which column to use. And if I, for example, let's change student sheet ID and student sheet URL just to show you what it looks like. Let's put that in number 5 and this in number 4. Save, and you'll see up here that these will shift place there. And you can add your own columns here, and if you add more plugins, those columns will be added to the right of your manually added columns. Yeah, that's it. Again, you can find this thing at tinyurl.com/StudentMatrix 3.0- let's go for beta 1. I haven't set up an URL alias for beta 4 yet, but it's the same sheet, so you can go here. You can also go to github.com/itangalo, that's my online coding nickname, and then StudentMatrix, or you can just search for StudentMatrix, I guess. And then you want to go into the 3.x branch and look at the code here. There are quite a few files, and that's intentional, and all of them are small. So for example, this install wizard that makes this thing here possible, that's a plugin. It says I'm a plugin, I'm called install wizard, and well, some metadata, some menu entries. It provides by default. You can also add them in the by adding properties to the script. And then you have components called info pages, called install1, install2, with some properties here that are read and parsed by the info pages module in StudentMatrix. And if you want to, you can create your own plugin for this and have some other info pages, or you can have other actions for processing students. Let's look at that actions for processing students. You can do here a lot of things like create folders, or you can update, well, yeah, a lot of things. You can't actually do that because, well, yeah, whatever. Right, that's it. I'm gonna continue working on this one. Any comments are welcome. See you around. Bye.